Just grabbing an interview with manager Dave Northfield after tonight's 1-1 draw with Luton Town under 23s. Dave, you must be really pleased with that performance tonight. It was certainly a good workout for us, wasn't it? And a good performance as well.
Yeah, very good. Shows the difference between being able to probably having a close to a full squad. We had some forwards tonight, which was quite nice to have. Both the Marsh boys were able to play. We've got George Bailey back. Tom was back, as in Tom Rowley in the 10, and we had a forward line. We've played the first two friendlies with Tom really as the only attacking player. I think we had a few minutes of Bondi in the first, but the truth is we've been making our way with the attack and changing things to kind of construe a forward line. But tonight we had them, and I thought the four of them, and even once we made the changes, were exceptional tonight. Some of the football was brilliant, but just as a performance, it was good. First 15-20 minutes, their possession, probably first 10. I dread to think what the stats were.
Yeah.
But we worked, and what I was pleased with, and it showed a little bit of how we were last season in terms that we have a nice pattern where we stay in games when the opposition have got a lot of possession. We did today, and once we've sort of passed 10-15, we actually made the best chance in the first 10, having had all that possession against us. But we just started to grow, and I felt the longer the half went, probably after 15-20 minutes, I felt that there were times we bossed the first half. Some of our play outstanding. Real pleased. In the second half, we probably at times got better. I think they made a couple of changes. We had an enforced one, and we brought George on because he couldn't get in time from work. And I think we improved again, and I think we made a good half a dozen chances today. Real pleased. Hit a post, Tom's header, flashed a few past them. Just a different, in terms of where we're trying to get to from, if you could pinpoint your season, your pre-season, first game, hot and horrible, and we nicked a 1-0 winning that, but they got minutes. We had a few more minutes on Saturday, some of them, and today I think we went that extra 75 minutes with some of them. But so good as well to have the two boys back in the middle of the park, which is key to us. Pat, I thought, was just superb in the middle, and Laurie alongside him again. Yeah, they just complement each other. They were brilliant.
You touched on George Bailey. He looked like he got a bit of a nasty injury towards the end of the game, limped off. What's the early news on that?
Yeah, he just unfortunately the Luton boys come in slightly as he's hitting from the side. He's had a slight roll. It's not as bad as he's had previous, but it was enough that it was an instant come off. Amy, there was no messing, and Amy just grabbed him. He was straight off the pitch. Hopefully it's not so bad, because he's had a few problems with his ankles the last season or two, and again, when talking about importance of lads, he's important to us. The way Georgie plays. So I'm hoping it's going to be something that's very short. We hope. Let's hope that it's maybe just an impact. And although he's felt it go, hopefully we've got away with it. It's like that with us. We're hoping to get away with that, and he might be back quite quick.
Good stuff. Talk to me about the new lads. Obviously, Tom Rowley looked pretty impressive tonight. Kane did well when he came on. Adam Wedd as well at centre half. What was your assessment of the new lads so far?
I thought again, Weddy had. If I go from all three, Weddy came to us, and he's such a bonus to get him to the club. He's done a lot of work with Amy to get himself on the football pitch. He's done his first training session, not the week just gone, the week before. We gave him 45 Saturday, and I thought he was good. Tonight against his old club, I thought he was standout, if I'm honest with you. I don't think he put a foot wrong. What I love about him is his decision making. He knows when he's got to clean it up, when he can play. He's capable of both. There's a couple of times he picked it up and drove out of defence of it. if we have him alongside another centre half at the back, the one area we felt we had to improve, well, he takes us up another level in my opinion. Tom Rowley, wow, what a performance he's had tonight. Again, ex-MK Dons, went to Banbury last year, sort of fell a little bit out of love with it as the season went on, got an injury, finished off not playing the season, and that was down to John Bittin, who sort of passed his name to us through James. I got in touch with the lad, and he was honest. He said, I haven't played for some time, I'm going to take a bit of time, and like I say, I said it as falling a bit out of love with the game. He hadn't enjoyed it. So we've had him training, and if we're really honest with you, the first few weeks, we could see something's there, but you wouldn't have said at that time.
Looked like he was lacking a bit of confidence.
Absolutely, and I spoke to him in the change room today, and about that. We noticed on Monday in particular, he had a real good training session, and today, I went in at half time and I just said to him, I said, where's he been?
Yeah.
I thought he was at the hub of everything we did, driving at him. Today he was brave, he was strong, looked to play people in, pick the right passes. When we're worrying, because we worry about, again, last year with certainly with Lee with his injuries at the moment, we lacked a 10 at times last year. Well, we've got one here now, and so he's it'll be massive to us. Kane, we liked what he'd done Saturday. I think he created the goal on Saturday just through his turn and pass. Poor old boy got thrown on with 3 minutes before half time with the game going at 100 miles an hour, and it was like Christ. But I spoke to him at half time. I said, maybe get out here and get yourself a few sprints in. Second half, again, I can't speak highly enough of the old boy. He's come along. I know he's had a few issues away from football, but there's a really good footballer coming out of him, and he, again, as the game went on, he just got stronger and stronger. And the pleasing thing from him is because we made the changes again tonight, and we made a full change of the side apart from one player. We used Laurie all the way through. He, with the players that we ended up again with a reserve team defence on the pitch from last season, we've ended up with, we played Joe Bradbury as a right side attacker. We lost Joe, so we played the last 5 or 6 minutes with 10 men. And the kid alongside Laurie, we felt we weren't going to concede a goal. And you against a side like this with the change we've made, you'd almost expect it to, but they were, say, the two of them were exceptional. The boys behind them were superb today.
I thought young Ollie Thomas did well when he came on as well. He's another one that's impressed in pre-season.
Yeah, again, got in touch with us. He played at Gamley last year, step 7. Got in touch, wanted to come over, wants to try and make the step up. I wasn't at the first friendly, but all the reports were he never lost a header against MK Irish, and we gave him 20 minutes today. And to be fair to him, he didn't look out of place. Brave in the tackle. The reports from the first game was he didn't pass it so well, but today he gave it away. He picked again. It's nice to see boys that they learn so quick. That he probably got caught in the first game, but in that heat, and he's come into this today, done everything right. Maybe he's watched, if you like, the senior players. And what I like is he's maybe learned from that, and he's made the right decisions. Real pleased.
Just finally, before we finish up, obviously we've got some player news to bring everyone tonight. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we've managed to sign Sam Doolan tonight. I spoke to him before the season ended. Last season ended to try and get him across. Had a good chat to him, and he sounded quite keen. I spoke to 2 or 3 players at the time, but in truth, and I knew that there was a lot of teams were going to speak to him. And I said I'd speak to him again, so I gave him a call early June. And if I'm honest with you, I thought I'd ring him up and say he'd made a decision to go somewhere else. And I said, you know, and at the time there was rumours of a couple of clubs. So I thought I'm going to make the call back, and I'm probably going to get, you know, look, I've decided to go somewhere else. And he said, yeah, I've spoken to a couple of clubs. He said, but to be honest with you, I've been waiting for your phone call. He said, because I liked when we spoke, and I really want to come and play for Biggleswade, which was wonderful music to my ears. And look, he's had a couple of issues just recently with his health, which now look like they're right. And again, last season when we're talking about we felt we lacked something, we played against Sam, and if you could pinpoint a player that we needed, it was him. So for him to make the decision and he signed for us tonight, what, you know, again, I can only say that's perfect for us. We actually go into it now, into this season, thinking we've always been pleased with our midfield, and we think we've improved that. We scored goals last year. We're pleased, you know, and we've kept every one of our attack. We've actually improved on that. And the one area we felt was important, we've improved that because Adam Wed is going to improve us no end, and we had Sam to it, who's just a leader. You know, touch wood, fingers crossed, whatever you want to say. So we may hopefully have a good season.
Thanks for joining us, Dave.
Good.